Time for our sports news now with Ayo.
Yes, time indeed for some sports news. The Nigerian Wheelchair Basketball Federation has called up 20 players to an open camp at the National Stadium in Lagos. President of the Federation, Bukola Olokwade, told Channels Television that only 12 out of the invited players will be selected for closed camping ahead of the African Championship billed to hold in Angola between October the 24th and November the 3rd. Only one country will then represent the continent for the Wheelchair Basketball World Cup to be hosted in South Korea next year. Now, Nigeria's Blessing Okagbere has been made Ambassador of Youth in Delta State. Well, she received the sum of 2.5 million naira cash gift, a $360,000 grants for 3 years, a piece of land in Asaba, and a promise of naming one of the stadiums after the female athlete. Now, at an event held in Okagbere's honor, Delta State Governor Emmanuel Uduaghan pointed that she has made the state proud as well as the nation, particularly for her performance in the recent World Athletics Championship in Moscow, where she brought home 2 medals. Now, World Football Governing Body FIFA has issued a warning to the chairman of the defunct Nigeria Premier League, Victor Baribote, to shun taking football matters to civil courts. Baribote had earlier petitioned FIFA to protest the manner in which he was removed from office by the NFF, that's the Nigeria Football Federation. In a letter made available to Channels Television, FIFA said it lacked the jurisdiction to intervene in the matter as it is deemed internal and falls under the responsibility of the NFF. The NFF further said recourse to civil courts to resolve football issues is prohibited under its statutes and empowered the NFF to impose sanctions on erring individuals. That's all the sports news. The news at 10 continues shortly.
Guinness. Made of more.
Well, it's Judgment Day for 4 men who have been sentenced to death for the gang rape and murder of a student in the Indian capital, Delhi, a case which led to violent protests across India and new laws against rape. Temitope Fagbemi has more details.
Judge Yogaishi Rana said the rape and murder of a 23-year-old woman in New Delhi shocked the collective conscience of India and fell into the rarest of rare category that deserves capital punishment. Meanwhile, all eyes are still focused on Syria, and U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry says he has had constructive talks with his Russian counterpart Sergei Lavrov on securing Syria's chemical weapons. The 2 men began a second day of talks in Geneva by meeting UN Arab League envoy Lakhdar Brahimi to discuss the wider issues of peace in Syria. In Russia, today was a sad day as 37 people lost their lives in a fire that engulfed a psychiatric hospital in the northwest. The blaze occurred in the village of Luka in Novgorod region. The timber-built hospital housed some 60 people. Al-Qaeda leader Ayman al-Zawahiri has issued a message marking the 12th anniversary of the September 11, 2001 attacks. In the audio message, al-Zawahiri called for small-scale attacks and even a boycott to damage the U.S. economy. Finally, Amnesty International has strongly criticized the forcible eviction of tens of thousands of homeless people from makeshift camps in the Somali capital, Mogadishu. The human rights group says the process has led to large-scale human rights abuses, including the killing of 2 people during protest. And those are the top stories on the foreign scene.
Well, on the entertainment news tonight, R&B singer Praise talks about his upcoming debut album. Victor Aido has all the details.
And on the entertainment news tonight, R&B singer Praise, who is working on his debut album tagged Rich and Famous. He has so far dropped 5 different singles in the past. Now he says his debut album, which will drop in November, has 14 songs in it. He tells us more about it.
The magazines, tell me, what did you think of me?
I'm a celebrity.
Well, the Rich and Famous album is my debut album. I'm really excited about it because I don't know what it feels like to have an album out. So I'm really excited, in as much as I'm nervous, but I'm really excited. And it promises to be a very versatile album and a world-class album. And collaborations, we have people like Bears on it, have Banky W on it, I also have Awilo Lugomba on the album, and it promises to be a very interesting album. I have Wanda Baloyi, she's South African, she's signed to Universal Records, and it promises to be great though.
No lining up outside the club, straight to the door, of course they remember me.
And for more on that interview, join us on Saturday by 9 p.m.
All I know is that with him,
Veteran actress Kate Hensher, after producing an exercise DVD, is now getting ready to launch her memoirs titled Kate Hensher, The World of an Actress, My Story. The book is a compilation over 18 years in Nollywood, her struggles in the entertainment industry, and a history of Nollywood from her own eyes.
some of the things that are on the book, and I intend to use the opportunity to raise money for 3 charities that I support. Everyone knows about Project Alert on Violence Against Women. I'm one of the ambassadors, National Cervical Cancer Prevention Program, and also a new charity, Global Initiative for Peace, Love and Care. They are the ones that put together money to take the little girl that had no skull, Okiki. I don't know if you heard of it. Yeah. Nu Kwajafa, doing a great work. I intend to raise money to support them in the work that they're doing.
Meanwhile, gospel artist Dami Jare has also released his debut album called Aroma of Praise. The album is a collection of different praise songs.
Try to combine songs of different languages to put it together, and because all we need to give to God is just praise, so that is why we call the praise CD Aroma of Praise, because the Bible says God inhabits the praise, but when he feels the aroma, that is when it comes down.
With his latest single, Antisocial, featuring Wave of the Moment, Olamide, still enjoying massive airplay. Morel is out with another single, this time in Hausa, Ganda Gadaraya, which in English means drums and local guitar. Morel delivers this latest single solely in Hausa. Meanwhile, he also promises to have more songs in his dialect. Also, sensational singer Omaumi has released a music video for her track One Yourself, the deluxe edition of her sophomore album Lasso of Truth. The video was shot in Brooklyn and Lagos.
Wait a minute, I know you want some sugar in it, but DJ, you will go catch you, no go finish. Baby, make we relax, so you don't go the way, so but you never capacity, look right behind, be crazy,
And that's all on the entertainment news. The news at 10 continues shortly.
And the main news again, prominent Nigerians today in Lagos condemned the state of insecurity and political tension in the country and renewed a call for the convening of a national conference to resolve the country's challenges. Rivers State Governor Chibuike Amechi has called for an end to impunity in Nigeria as he relieved his encounter with the police in Port Harcourt last night. And during the course of the bulletin, we brought you a report that tension has heightened in the Nasarawa state capital, Lafia, following a clash between Egon youth, suspected to be Ombashi militia, and Alago youth in Obi local government area of the state. That's the news at 10 tonight. Thanks for watching.